Let's go. Where's my signal? Hold on. Where's my signal? Oh, damn. I didn't set up my account. I didn't set up my new account. Vapool. Let's go on the old account. I forgot to set it up this morning. Damn it. All right. How's everybody doing? Word. The hell is going on in here? What is going on in here? All right, 1 second. Where's my damn account? All right, let's get the account going. Nah, I forgot to set up my new broker. I got my account funded for like my stream account funded. Got about 40,000 in profit here. You could see. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Let me pull that up a little bit there. There you go. You can see. Did really well on this $300,000 account, obviously. Did really well on that. But now I'm switching to a new broker, but that'll be starting probably tomorrow, okay? Wanted to do it today, but I was busy. I was at the gym. I had a good morning. Yeah, this is a R5C day visuals. The funny thing about the camera is I suck using it. We're going to do some trading today, all right? This is not financial advice. This is education only. We're going to have fun. I'm going to educate. I'm going to entertain. And hopefully we spin the wheel of Pat every time we get a win, all right? Hit the gym already. Feeling good. Let's go ahead and zoom this in a little bit. People want to get... Who wants to get close with me? Get close with me. How's everybody doing? All right, so... We had this free VIP, free win and this VIP win right here. I still am in this trade for another take profit level. I think my next take profit level is somewhere around there. So I guess we could always track that, but I already hit TP1 right at this level right there. That was the free trade that I gave. And I'm still trying to get a little bit higher to get another TP2 on this one. Looks like we're rebounding a little bit. Had a lot of news this morning. Good evening, Gray FC. Let's get it, Annie. Happy to see everybody in here. Ooh-wee. All right, let's smash that like button a little bit. Let's get people in here. Let's start thinking about trading. We're going to try and find some pairs with macro ranges. That's really important to my strategy. And I will be doing a video on the macro range probably for next week. This week we have a fun video going on. All right, let's take a look at gold. Look, gold is in our macro range right here. Very nice, right? Very nice. Want to sell from here? We want to buy from here. Real simple, okay? So gold we're looking at today. Let's put that into our real watch list. We're looking at US CAD. We're looking at EJ. Let's take a look at those, right? We got ourselves a macro range as well, right? We're buying from here. We're selling from here. Look, you got a lot of liquidity right here. Could have cost you there, but that is what we're doing. Of course, with other confluences. And then on EJ, same thing, right? Same thing. We've got our resistance at the top right here. We have our support at the bottom right here. We want to buy and sell from those levels. And, yeah. Where's my EMA? Let's put that on the chart as well. Why not? And the EMA appears to be getting respected for buys here. So probably we would be looking more to get in on a buy down here, which may be a little bit more difficult considering the price is where it is right here. Let's go through the strategy quickly, as we always do. Of course, Avery, yeah, it's my bad. I shouldn't have been like, oh, I'm not coming on, and then come on. There's going to be less people expecting me to be here, but I don't know. I was just like, I'm in a good mood. I'm like, what the hell else am I doing this morning? Let's trade live. 15-minute candle right here. It goes up. It goes down. During that time, it creates the candle high, the candle low. That is our range top and our range bottom. And this now is our opening range price. And that's on the 15-minute candle. That's what we're doing right now. Then you can see here, like that's the 9:30 a.m. candle open. This is the 3 candles, right? Same thing on the 5-minute time frame. Range top, range bottom. You can see it was created right there. Now we're waiting to see. Will price break out the top? Will price break out the bottom? I don't know. That's what we're going to wait to see. And this one, look, broke out the top, is in line with the overall trend direction. So we had to get into a trade. Let's get into a buy trade off of that, right? Come over here. We got our discretionary entry. We got the candle close. You could enter there. You could enter the retest, the FEG, the midline, or a demand zone. Got to get a feeling for all of those. Good morning to Vegas. Love to see you. Happy to see everybody. And on the M5 time frame, same thing, right? We entered this one at an FEG. I put my stop loss below the range, hoping that the range will hold, obviously. Put my take profit quick, a small, short, quick take profit. Take a partial, and then take profit too. Shout out to Akshay. Shout out to Alvin. Appreciate everybody in the chat this morning. I love the chat. That's the only reason I do this. You know, I was demonetized from YouTube, so I don't even get paid to do these streams. I only do them for fun now, and I love you, so it's worth it. And what else am I going to do? Yeah, we had some news today. That's for damn sure. Let's pull up the news, give it a refresh. What was the result of that news? So the forecast and the actual were the same on core CPI here, okay? But it was lower, a little, just a tad lower on the actual here for CPI year over year. So let's take a look at that. We can see here, so based on that, maybe there's a little bit of weakness in the US dollar this morning, but I don't know if that's going to fluctuate it too significantly. I'm hoping that won't mess up our trades. I hope that you're giving me a follow on Instagram. We're at about 61.4. If we refresh it, are we at 61.5? No, we're not. Did this video yesterday. The free trade ended up going to profit, flexed the Porsche a little bit. My baby here, we're 12-2 in VIP this month. We're 12-2. That's an 86% win rate in VIP this month. We are cooking. Shout out to Melissa. Shout out to Wild Explorer X. Hello, Pedro. Hello, Saivasudeva. Mansoor, obviously. K Couture from Toronto. K Couture, she looks like she's got a cute profile picture. We're going to have to lock in with her. And then here we are starting the stream this morning. If you didn't watch this one, this was a nice little video right here talking about what are the stats for the VIP room. I'll answer you. We are 12-2 so far this month. We are back in business. Now, last month we had a bad month. We were positive. It was the only bad month of the year, but we were positive still in VIP, right? Positive is all good. New broker in bio. Much love. All right, so look, I'm answering stuff in front of you. I'm working in front of you here. Am I going to do emails in front of you? No, I'm not. All right, look, we got a break, right? We got a break, so you know we are range traders, but if we get the break, and we get the break out of this as well, then we do have an entry at this level right here on EJ. We have a few here. We've got a decent range here on NZD USD. You can see little liquidity pulling out the top out here. You know, candles are going a bit wild, but our range is now set. Our range is now set. On this one, we would want to close up here, and we'd want to enter at the support down here, all right? Simple. Let's look at our ranges here. We've got another range right there, okay? It's all about the range. And the video about the range will be coming out next week, talking about my scalping strategy. Oh, my baby's here, and she's beautiful. Hi. Yes, yes. I hope you got undies on. You're on camera. You want to say money?
Money.
Say it louder.
Money.
She loves money. Let's give her some money. The other day I was giving her money, and then so she was giving me fake ice cream, and so I was paying her in these dollar bills, right? And then when I had all of her money, or she had all of my money, yes, say good morning, Pat. Yeah. And then I let her use the money to buy actual ice cream, and then she had ice cream, so now she knows how money works. You have to manipulate your kids, all right? One way or another. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Patricia. Patricia's one of our favorites around here. Everybody's a fan of Patricia. The candles are a bit wild this morning, aren't they? We're gonna wait for a candle break and close somewhere. I think US CAD buys would be all right. Got a decent level down there. EJ buys are gonna be all right. Might be, you know, not trading within our range. We already broke out of the range, right? So we could trade back, you know, the retest off of that level right there. We have options. Shout out to Vishal, Samiula, and Bote, Zion. Lots of people in here this morning. Yeah, we could sit on gold for a little bit. Gold has been in this range right here for a while. You can see our support and our resistance levels right there are the levels we're looking at. We want to see if price is able to break out the bottom or break out the top, and ideally we trade within this range, right? All done? Okay. Anything else you want to say to the mic?
Money.
Thank you, baby. That's right. Trying to make some money. Put this kid through school, huh? What's going on, Andy? What's going on? Amen. What indicators am I using? I'm using the Lux Alba Orb and Targets. I said that wrong. I'm using a 200 period EMA. I could show you the settings on that right there. Just simple 9:30, 9:45, 15-minute UTC -4. Simple, simple, simple. Is Trump doing it again? China. What else is going on? I also, this week, I was kind of playing around with this indicator. You can see this indicator right here. This UT bot alerts. I was kind of messing around with this one. I was trying to see, you know, are people using signal indicators? Are signal indicators still working? And it looks like that's a nice sell right there. That's a nice buy right there. A nice buy right there. A nice buy right there. A nice buy right there, a nice buy right there. You know, if you were trading your range and you were just selling when price came to your range, you'd be doing pretty good using that indicator, okay? And so I did a video on that indicator, and that video will be available in a couple of days. Be a fun one. What is my strategy? I am a range trader. I set up my ranges. I use supply and demand, support and resistance. I monitor liquidity. I use some smart money concepts. Z Emmanuel, for some reason, I'm telling you my strategy, and then while I'm telling you my strategy, you keep saying, what is your strategy? What's your problem, boy? The lag is about one candle. It's about one candle. So if it says sell right here, then you're getting into the trade right here. And if you are, that's still a good trade. You know, you're still going down and getting to the bottom of your range. If you have your range set up, you're winning here, you're winning here, you're winning here, you're winning here, right? It's about getting that range set up properly, all right? There's a video coming on that trading interview. Oh, it's a free indicator. There's a video coming on it soon. Maybe I won, maybe I lost. I used it all week long and traded it here and there to see if it works. We have a break on EU. Let's take a look at EU and see if there's anything there for us. I don't see a break here. I see that you're saying there's a break, but maybe you're not sure. Maybe you don't understand what a break is. Okay, so let's do it right here. So right here, this is not a break. because the candle didn't close, right? The candle has to come up, right? And then that candle has to close, okay? And then the next candle can come back down. We enter our trade and we win, right? There's no break, okay? Just so you know. No break here either, right? Just a rejection. We want to have a real break. I'm happy to see that you're practicing my strategy. I was getting a ton of DMs with people just winning like crazy. I was DMing with someone this morning, Seventh Son, I think it was Seventh Son. Cool guy, really cool guy. Plays the saxophone. Kind of rules. Got to break out the bottom here. This is our range. So we don't really want to trade this unless we were to sell, right? So I think we were more interested in buying here. You know, prices at our support level right there. I'd be more interested at a buy here on US 100. But in order to get a buy, I would need the price to come up, close, and then come back to a level that I like where I could enter a trade. I don't see that right there. IFVG entry on EU. What do we got? The FVG right there. Is that what you're looking at? Or are you looking at this FVG? I don't use the IFVG very much, obviously. Not my model. GJ has a break. Let's take a look at GJ. Again, there's no break here, guys. What are you guys looking at? Here's the top of the range. Here's the bottom of the range. Price needs to break and close. This is a rejection. That is not a break and close. If there's no close, then we don't have it. And that's all right. That's all right. We're here to learn. But break and close. Wick is rejection. Rejection, okay? Look at this rejection. Wow, that would have been a nice trade to get in on. Wow, what a level. We don't have breaks anywhere yet. Trend line liquidity sweep buy on gold. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, like this, I guess. What trend line are you looking at here? I'm not sure what trend line you would be looking at. I don't really see a clean trend line anywhere, I guess. Like this. And I don't really see much of a trend line play here. Looking for breaks and close. That's all I'm doing. AJ, I don't know if AJ is a pair that I have a good spread on. I didn't switch to the new broker yet, I'm afraid. Let's see, AJ. Oh no, the spread's okay on AJ. It's tradable. But there is no break. I'm not sure what you're saying. TP Links, I think you're struggling to understand the concept. So TP Links, let me explain this for you because you're just kind of confusing yourself a little bit. Look, so here is the top of the range, okay? And here is the bottom of the range. All right, I'm going to explain this very simply for you. Pay attention. Okay. What you want to see is a candle break and close. Then we have a break. That's a break. Okay? Candle break and close. It's got to close. It's got to close. That is the break. Okay, let's take a look at your AUD. Okay, your AUD, we have a break and we have quite the gap there, right? So, do we have anything here? Yeah, we do. Okay, pull that over. That's our resistance level. And this is our support level down here. Okay, so do we love this? Not really. We could potentially enter here at this level right here, but you could see the bottom of our range. Well, it's hard to say, right? But we have reacted off of this level right here. here, here. So this does seem to be the bottom of the macro range. And so if the price is all the way up here, you're more looking to sell back to the bottom here. But we got to break out the top. And even if it comes to here, we're still not anywhere near that support level. So your AUD does not give me much interest. Shout out to Zima. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. The second enter strategy. I don't think I do that. Over to UCAD. Let's take a look at UCAD. I am waiting for a break, the top of the range here, and a close, right? On UCAD still. EURCAD maybe. Let's take a look at EURCAD. Yeah, EURCAD, we are at the top here. And we do have a very clear level of demand right there. So if we could get the break and close out the top, we definitely have a decent setup within our range today. Now, we aren't near the bottom of the range, which is the problem, right? That is the problem, right? We have the range high, the range low. We're here. You know, ideally you want to enter a little bit further down, but we also want to enter within our micro range, which is being set up right here. We got to set up in that micro range, all right? I don't know what the second enter strategy is, brother, but thank you for coming here. We have a break on EJ. All right, Grant, let's take a look at EJ. You know, why do I don't even have to do this myself? All right, so we do have the break. That's a good enough break for me. Now we're going to trade within our range. Let's see. We have this level right here, this level right here. So now this is a different one, okay? So normally we want to trade within the range, but we have now broken out of the range significantly, right? And with momentum. So now we want to do a retest trade, okay? So we broke out, we want to retest. We want a retest of this level right here. Why? Resistance, 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 support. Okay, now that resistance level is turning to support, so we want to see if we could enter a trade off of that level. Now obviously it could pull back and that would suck, and we do suck at our Japanese yen trades on stream for some reason, but I'm having a really good morning. Again, VIP is 12-2 this month, so I'm really in a good mood. And so honestly, I don't even care if I lose on stream as long as I'm winning in VIP. That's the only thing that matters. Shout out to everyone that's on stream in VIP. I hope you're really happy with the winning trades we've had so far. So this is the look here. That's in our support level right there. Let's see if we can pull back and get into our entry. I'm thinking this is the limit order. Why is EJ grumpy? I don't know. I'm not very grumpy. Now, you see, we like to trade within the range, obviously, right? We like to trade within the range, but when the breakout happens, now we're outside, we're trying to think, where's the new range? Where's our entry? And so that is the thought process, okay? That's my thought process. That's what I like to do. Said, there's a lot of Arabs in the chat. I walk in the chat, I say, wow, that's a lot of Arabs. Shout out to all the Arabs. I'm an M5 time frame trader. I like to scalp on the M5 time frame. I like to think that I'm the best 5-minute scalper in Forex. Definitely the best 5-minute scalper on YouTube. There's a lot of people that, you know, could probably beat me on the M1 time frame, but on M5 I'm a beast. I love entering on the M5, watching the M5. Let's go ahead and take a look at gold for some of my lovely viewers. If you're happy with the analysis so far, please smash that like button for me. And let's go ahead and take a look at gold. Gold is still in the range, okay? We need a break. But this is a difficult break. Why? Because look, we have our resistance and our support levels are also the macro and micro range, right? Macro range and look, micro range. So not sure if we'll get anything on gold. Let's just continue. EJ is the one where we have a limit order set up on. This is the one that I'm looking to get in on trade on. Let's take a look at US CAD. I know we've had a lot of interest in US CAD this morning. Very, very similar, right? Very similar with we're just kind of stuck in our range right here. What else do we have? And you can see here, so let's say, okay, so example time. All right. We have our EJ trade, right? We're waiting for the pullback right here. We broke out of here. Let's go to UCAD. Look. If we had the same thing, right? We broke out of here, we retest, we entered the trade. That's enough for a win, okay? So if that happens on EJ, this exact same pattern, then we will win. We won't hit TP2, but we will win. And then it'll come smash our break even, all right? EJ, EJ, EJ. Let's see if it comes back down to our support level. What about US CAD? I was looking at US CAD. Smash that like button. Let's get over 1,000 people in here. I guess it's my fault. I said that I wasn't going to stream today, and then I did stream today. So we're a little light in viewers right now, but you know, we start getting over 1,000, it's going to get fun in here. Might do a little Trump. I'm cleaning up DC. DC's dirty. Just missed trade on EG. Open limit order is just the EJ trade right here that I'm waiting on. Your CAD, we just had a break. It's a bad break, but I don't care. I know it's a bad break. You want to have more momentum in your breaks, but I don't care because this is a nice demand level. So I am putting a limit on your CAD at my demand. If your CAD could come down to my level within our range, then I will enter on this one. So I have 2 limit orders set up now. Thank you, IADJ. Shout out to Sean Carter. My arms are sore today. Arctic Dan, what do you do for work, brother? You're a trucker, aren't you? Were you trucking? Missed you, brother. Udi Benamar, shout out to you. Giovanni, I'm out of Giovanni. I'm out of Canada. How about gold? I've looked at gold, Syria. I could look at AUD USD. Gold, I could quickly look at here. You could see gold. We're just stuck within our range here. We need to have the price break out of the range, right? Those are the ranges. So we need a break and close and a retest there. But I prefer range trading, so the micro range is kind of screwing me. The heavy machinery operator. That's what I call myself every time I'm holding my dick. Heavy machinery, baby. All right, I shouldn't talk like that on stream. I'm sorry, Patricia. I'm sorry, Sarah Khalifa, wherever you are. EG, yeah, let's take a look at EG. So EG, similar setup here, telling us to sell on the EMA right here. We did get the break. We do have a level of demand right here, but we are kind of at the top. You know, you can see here, this is my range. I could definitely see this trading back into the range. So I don't necessarily feel good about a buy trade here. Although it is a nice level of demand, we probably be able to trade it back up a little bit. But there is higher risk on this position of the trade coming back to support because look, it's been our macro range since about 5 in the morning. So that level could definitely get tested again. This could be just a little liquidity before it rides back down to this level. Okay, so this is one I want to watch. Let's put it in here as a potential watch. How's oil doing? We haven't had an oil trade in a while. Oil, okay, got a level right there. That's a decent level, right? Look how fast I come up with these levels too. So that's a decent level. And then if we go more recent, what would be a recent level? You know, I guess what's mapped out already is a decent level right there for our range. So yeah, we would want to have the price breakout here and then come back down to buy on oil, but I'm not obsessed with that really. Euro USD, your AUD. Let's look at your AUD. Got the break here. Again, the problem I have with this one is I want to stay within our micro range, right? But I don't really want to buy here because we have this level down here. So don't really love that setup, because like I would buy probably from the bottom of the range is where I would want to buy from, but there's a lot of room for the price to come back down and test this level. So we'll just have to monitor this one. If the price comes all the way out the bottom and retests this level, then I'll buy down here. Okay, so keep an eye on that for me. Keep me updated if the price is gonna come all the way through our level right here. I'm gonna enter off of the EMA potentially. All right, keep an eye on that for me, please. Shout out to Muhammad. He's Arab, but that's okay. That's all right. Turn it into Gaza Strip. Thanks, Muhammad. Appreciate you being here. Andre just won a trade on EG. Shout out to Andre. Not sure what that win would be, but good for you, brother. US 30 just broke. I broke through that level. So US 30, if I'm gonna trade US 30, I would trade off of the top, I think, today. I think that's where I would take a buy on US 30. That would be the top of the range entry. Now, I don't love this trade, but I think that's probably the trade that I would do here if I was going to take that trade. All right. I do have a signals group, and I have a free trading room as well. I love the Arabs, Ali. I love the Arabs. I think there's too many in my country, but I love them nonetheless. That's Trump speaking, not me, obviously. What the hell? I lost my train of thought. You don't like my Trump impression, Johnny? That's when I get the most likes. Okay, what the hell was I gonna do? I had something, and then I did that Trump impression. I forgot what I was gonna do. AJ. Okay, AJ breaking. And look at my AJ trade right here. My free trade. Already hit TP1. Going for TP2. Yeah, I'm bullish on AJ. I would definitely buy AJ again. But you can see here we do have this resistance level. We want to see that broken. So let's see if we can get a bit more of an explosive push and close, right? What do we got? A minute and a half. Let's see if we could get up here. That would be ideal. If we reject off, it's not ideal. That means we're trading within our micro range. Oh yeah, I could explain what a range is. Okay, let's go ahead here. You can see here a range is basically a level where you have a resistance and a support that is holding, and price, you could see, is bouncing. So that is our range. And when price and you can see price will stay within the range more than it will break out. So generally we don't trade breakouts, we trade the price to stay within the range. Price ranges 70 to 80% of the time. Price only breaks out, 20% of the time, right? So that's it. And so when we do get a break of the top of the range, we expect price to come back and test that range. Just a simple break and retest strategy. Gold buys. Let's get the viewers over 1,000 here. What the hell's going on? I'm not talking for 968 people. I'm not doing Trump for just 968 people. Gold, same thing on gold here. Nothing really to see on gold. Why? We have our range top here. We have our range bottom here. We need to see a break and close. Now, the problem is the micro and macro range are the same. So the micro range is here and the macro range is here. So that's kind of a strange setup. Not something that's very interesting to me. I'm more interested in the EJ pullback. I'm interested in the UCAD pullback. Can we get the UCAD pullback? Potentially. Now, it may bounce off of this level because you can see we broke out of this level and now we're retesting this level. So that could be a level for entry as well. But I'm hoping for a stronger push all the way to my level of demand. Am I going to get it? I don't know. I don't know. US 30, I do have a setup right here. It's a bit more of a risky one. I don't like that setup too much. I don't love the setup here that much. Okay, so be careful if you're thinking about doing the US 30 setup. Obviously, don't follow me on any setups. Thank everybody for the likes. I appreciate all of those likes, and I appreciate you being here with me today, obviously. Thank you, thank you. Give yourself a hand. I set those ranges by just simply looking at support and resistance. You'll watch me throughout the stream, and you'll be able to see me set those support and resistance levels frequently. Hit it, you know, for those people in chat yesterday saying, "Oh, Pat, you look like you're skipping leg day." I didn't skip leg day today. I was at the gym at 7:30 in the morning, crushing my legs, doing about 250 on the leg press now, maybe 270 on the leg press now. So not that much, but I am a little guy. I'm just a little guy. It means Trump deceives. Well, Bruno, Trump definitely does deceive, but every politician deceives. The one thing I'll say about Trump that, you know, is positive is he ran on fixing the border, and he did fix the border. And most politicians run on a litany of things and never follow through with any of them. So at least he followed through with one thing. You know what I mean? Like the politicians in my country, they run on something and then they never do it, right? So I would take him. I would take him to run my country, to be honest. I heard that he's going to fix DC, which would be funny, you know. It'd be funny because I saw them saying, "Oh, you know, he's fixing the slums," you know, and they go, "Oh, it's only blacks and browns living in those slums," and they're trying to attack him for it. And then it's like, well, if he fixes it and there's less crime in those areas, isn't he helping those people? I don't know, man. Politics is annoying. It's so annoying. Yes. We getting a break on gold out the bottom? Yeah, I don't like it though. Do I want to sell it? Maybe okay, so this is the problem, right? We're trading our range here. I'm a range trader, and now we broke out of the range, so we would want to pull back to this level to get the trade for gold if we were going to sell it. But I don't like selling gold. I don't like selling gold at all. So we're going to have to see what kind of a reaction we get here. Maybe pull up and enter here. Maybe. Selling gold is good. All right, Nonzo, I got you. We have been in a downtrend, that's for sure. We've broken out of and we're breaking out of this range. The problem is we broke out of this range here, right? We broke out of this range right here and shot back up. So we would need something like that. You know, we would need some sort of a pullback in order to consider that as a position. What time is it? 10:13? I'd really like to get into a trade soon. I'm thinking about getting into your CAD. Vipul, what do you think about maybe we shift this thing up a little bit to try and get into this thing? Now, the problem is we're at the top, right? We're at this level of resistance. So if I shift this up too much, it might not go very well. So let's wait for the FVG to fill, and then let's get in, I guess, where we want to get in down here. It's quite the distance, and I want to get into a trade. It's about 17 pips, but it is coming down like a hammer. It's just how much further can it really come down? Can it come all the way? Will it fill the FVG all the way? Got a big FVG right here to fill. So let's see if it keeps coming down here. Love to get into this one. US 30 was another one I was considering. Look at that. It's taken off. AJ. Yeah, what other opportunities do we have today? AJ got the break. Now we have to set up our range. Okay, this right here is a decent level. Now you could say down here as well, but I like this level right here. this could be seen as more, you know, liquidity before the move up. So we do have a break here on AJ. Yeah, we've got a break here on AJ. So we would like to see the price come down. What is the size of our range here? That's not bad. Where do I want to enter? Well, we've wicked down quite a bit here, so you could probably see the price down there. I think I would enter along around here, something like this. Keep that price in the range. Let's get over 1,000 people in here. What's going on? I'm not talking. Am I speaking to myself? I'm too good at this to have just 987 people and not 1,000 in here. Get in here. Get your ass in here. People are heavy on gold this morning. Gold is going. Gold is going, and gold is creating a supply. All right. Are you ready for a gold sell? This is the gold sell right here. Vapool, I don't know if you like it, but I think we're going to do it. I think this is the one on gold for us. We have a nice little supply. Had an explosive move out of that area. Will price return? Maybe so, maybe not. Let's put this here. So we have one on gold. We have one on EJ that's leaving us. Goodbye, EJ. I miss you. We have ECAD that is coming. I'm gonna come. Don't come. I'm gonna come. I don't know if you've seen that meme. One of my favorites. Don't take politics too seriously, just laugh. It's never gonna go the way you want. Yeah, grab her by the... I wanna grab her. I'm gonna grab her right by the... That was funny too. I remember when that came out and they were like, oh my God, Trump talking about grabbing a woman. And it's just like, what do you think men talk about when you're not around? You know, like, what do you think men talk like? When I'm with my friends, I'd say terrible things, you know, mostly for humor and to have a good time. It doesn't mean I mean those things, but I definitely say terrible, terrible things that if we're recorded would definitely get me kicked off of YouTube. That's for damn sure. Oof, there's the FEG reaction. Is that the entry there? Vapool, what do we think, man? I want to get in on it. I like this. I'm quite bullish on your CAD. It's just, you know, I want to be in my range here. I don't want to screw myself on the range here, so I do have to wait. I do have to be a bit more patient here. Just, is it going to come down? It's 10:20. I got to get in on a trade. There's a new thing that's been happening on stream lately that's been kind of pissing me off, is I'm not getting through the trade. So I place the range where I do based on recent price. So you could see here, look, this one's pretty simple. We've resisted off of this level here multiple times, and then we've used this level as support, right? It's kind of caught the price here. This area's kind of caught the price. And so when I have this range set up, I'm kind of expecting the price to trade within this range. So when I'm buying, I want to have the price kind of down here. When I'm selling, I want to have the price up here. And so, you know, my buy is here, is closer to this level right here than it is to this level right here. Although this level, you know, that's kind of a mid-range, but you can see we've had some explosive moves up. So I'm not expecting the price to come all the way down here, or not all the way down here immediately at the very least, right? I would expect price to come here, maybe come back up to resistance again, and then maybe slowly work its way back to support, where we could look for buy trading positions back within our range. Gold. This is my gold setup right here. We broke through and we've closed again, and we're now waiting for a bit of a pullback where to my resistance, right? So this was the range. We are trading within the range right now for a while. We have now broken outside of my range. So I want to see a retest of my range to enter the sell position. That is the safest way for me to trade, the safest way for me to risk thousands of dollars live on stream. Yes. I think we're okay, Vapool. I think we're okay to just kind of stay patient here on the EuroCAD. I know we both, Vapool and I both want to enter right now on this. We both want to enter on this, but we're waiting patiently for a more significant pullback to our level of demand. Now, it's very possible that the midline entry is the right entry on this position. You could see something like that, you know, where you're entering from there, and then very possibly that could shoot up off of this level. It's a consideration, right? It's just that's like kind of what the market structure is showing us. You see kind of like this, kind of a normal market structure move. I'm waiting for something a little bit more significant. If you take my Fibonacci here and we pull it over, I'm looking for something below 78%, but price is at a discount right now. It's below 50% based on the last move using the Fibonacci. So it's actually at a decent position to get into the buy. Maybe I should have got into the buy. I'm just waiting for a bit of a pullback right now. Vapool is one of my analysts. He's in the chat, but we talk on WhatsApp throughout the stream, and I just kind of talk to him about what I want to do, how he's feeling about different trades. It's just kind of like an extra confluence. If Vapool really likes a trade, or I really like a trade, and the other guy doesn't really like a trade, sometimes I will just say, all right, let me chill. Your AUD entry came. Let's go ahead and take a look at your AUD. I don't see the entry. I guess the problem is, again, here's the bottom of my range, here's the top of my range. So if I'm gonna buy, I want to buy at the bottom of my range. So and this is the thing, I'm very, very particular. I do have an incredible streak here, right? Like, I'm 38-9 on stream because I am very, very cautious about the trades that I'm taking. Now, it's a bit annoying that, you know, we may go sometimes without trades. Yeah, I play hockey. I can hoop, but hockey and baseball is what I played growing up. I still play hockey even though I'm an old man, but I'm taking the summer off. Let's take a look at UCAD. Yeah, I'd love to buy from here, to be honest. I'd love to buy from here, but we didn't get the break out the top. I wanted to get a break out the top. So, you know, we're trading our range here. See, we're thinking about breaking low. News is making it a bit more difficult for us today. That's for damn sure. Yeah, 38-9 in stream is absolutely nuts. And it's not a typical result in trading, so don't expect to be able to trade at my level if you're just starting out. I've been doing this for 16 years. I was rich well before I was ever on YouTube. I've been that guy. I'm still that guy. And I'm happy that you're here with me learning how to trade. CAD JPY FVG. Let's take a look. Got the break. Again, see, the problem is with a lot of our setups today is that the range was created so large by the news. So our micro range is there and our macro range is here. So if we're at the top of our macro range, we want to sell. If we're at the bottom of the macro range, we want to buy. So ideally, once we got the break and close right here, we would be waiting for price to retrace significantly closer to the bottom of the range. because that is the bottom of our micro range, and that is the bottom of our macro range. You do miss a lot of trades trading like this. You miss a lot of action. But the record speaks for itself, and I trade like 30 lots. So I'm trading huge lot sizes on these trading positions. Shout out to Mansoor. Mansoor is the #1 fan. I don't think Mansoor has ever missed a stream, and we've done like 33, 34. All right, Vincent, I'll come see you in Cape Town. Absolutely. What's going on some of my other setups here? Gold. Gold may retrace to supply. Very nice. Yeah, Orb does work with other sessions. Vapul, remember that. Write that down. We got to do the London session Orb video. So, what I'll do is I'll wake up really early for like a full week, and I'll do some live trading with the London session Orb and see if I could figure something out for my London session viewers. I am from Canada. Yeah, Mansoor is definitely going to be working for me at some point if he keeps showing up like this. AJ. Broke out. Yeah. It's got a ways to go, but that's what I would do. U30. Whatever. Okay, there's many reasons why I'll enter the trade. All right, there's many reasons why I'll enter the trade. So on like the EuroCAD right now, the reasons I would enter the trading position is, okay, EMA, right? Uptrend tells us to buy. Break in our orb tells us to buy. Okay. Pullback to a discounted price below 50% tells us to buy. All right. Demand zone, right? Huge push up. Demand zone tells us to buy. Bottom of range could hold. Good place to enter. Tells us to buy. Those are all of the reasons to take this trade. That's a lot of reasons to take one trade. I appreciate that, Quad. That's all right to watch in the background. I like that everyone's just here kind of chilling. Taxes are high in Canada, very high. We're closer to 50% when you add it all up. I think over 50% when you add up some of the other taxes, when you throw in luxury taxes, property taxes. NAS 100 has a perfect setup. Let's take a look, Miroslav. We did break through the bottom here. Okay, let's take a look at the top of our range right here. Okay. Broke through. The only thing is, we are in what? We are in an uptrend, which tells us that we want to buy, right? But we broke out the bottom. That tells us we want to sell. Our price comes to our level of resistance. That tells us that we want to sell, right? It's just going through all of these reasons. I appreciate you, Jamin Koto. And I will be really focused on the next video is kind of a fun video where I'm just testing an indicator. But the video after that, I'm really going to go deep into the ranges and all of the reasons why I like to trade within a range. Yeah, let's go through the limit orders, Mansoor. This is our gold limit order right now. We broke out the bottom here, and that was a break out the bottom of the micro and a break out of the macro range. So that's giving us two reasons to buy. Now we have a level of supply right there. That's a reason to sell. Sorry, I mean, these are reasons to sell. And then we're entering where? On this supply right there. And that's giving us another reason to sell. So many reasons to sell on gold right now. and we are below the EMA. I go live on YouTube 3 times a week. If you aren't following me on Instagram, make sure to give me a follow on Instagram. I'm at 61.4. What is that? Oh, 61,477. Let's give it a refresh. What are we at? 61,484. So we got 12 more followers since the last time. Very good. Maybe we'll get to 61.5 on stream. I'll check back in a little bit. Make sure you're following there to get all my updates on my streams. Whew. Talk. Nasdaq. We want to sell it. Potentially. Vapul, how do you feel about an NQ sell? Now, the problem with this one, okay, we have reasons to buy, we have reasons to... We are going against the trend. I don't like trading against the trend, but we have set up this new range. It's kind of a fast range, and price is jumping, so I'm unsure if this is going to hold, but this is a possible setup here. Oh, God. This is Nasdaq, Abid. Maybe you're a little bit delayed. Hi, Free Soul. How you doing? Much love. Happy to see everybody in the chat. Over 1,000 viewers. We're just over 1,000 viewers. I'd like to get into a trade this morning. My thoughts on gold. I have a gold sell position set up right here. We have now broken through the macro range, and we were waiting for a retest of that macro range in order for price to further push down. Hey, Joe, doing well, doing real well. Doing real well. You could do whatever you like. This is not financial advice. This is education and entertainment only. I'm going to give up on the EJ, I think. So, EJ, you're done. I give up on you. You're not coming back. During stream, at least. Your CAD, look, I said, hey, maybe the midline is what we wanted. Vapul and I were thinking about this as our entry level. And if we took it, we would be heading towards our TP1 right now. So we were a little bit too risk averse on that one. I've been a little too risk averse on stream in general. And then taking the trade that I don't like, which is kind of the piss off, but that is kind of how it happens. Luckily, what really matters is VIP. And what is my record in VIP this month? 12-2. 12-2. 12-2. We're winning like crazy in VIP right now, and that is the main thing. If I lose on stream, who cares? I'm winning on VIP. That's what you're paying for. Gold's coming back. Let's take a look at gold for you. Yeah, gold is going to give us a chance here. Excuse me. Yeah, I have an EA. It's called Forex Fury. You can do Google on that one. Best robot in the business. And I am coming out with a new robot, but that's still a few months away. And if you have my old robot, don't worry. I'll give you... If you have any of my services, I'll have some great discounts on that stuff. I'll make the Discord soon, right? Quad, you want the Discord to share your trades, right? So, yeah, we could have a Discord to share trades. I'll see if I could get working on that this week. Just busy. You know, we've got the free Telegram, so that's good enough. But people want to chat. I want them to chat. Gold is the gold. Vapul is the gold expert. How do you feel about our gold trade this morning, Vapul? How do you feel? You want to see Vapul? Do you want to see Vapul? Look, there's Vapul right there. Look, you can see at the top. There's Vapul. It can be worth a shot, he says. There's my chat with Vapul. What the hell? Don't look at my desktop. Why did I close? I accidentally close everything? That's good. That's great. Get my platform back up there. We got to get into a trade. We got a gold trade. Stop loss? I don't know. I will monitor my stop loss and my take profit as it goes, right? I am a as it goes price action trader. There is no real stop loss. or take profit set on any of these trades. I got rid of my EJ limit. The EJ limit, it just took off. Should have been a top entry right here. That would have been our entry there. Missed it. UJ haven't broken, so let's pull that out of there. NZD USD also hasn't broken. Look, we keep rejecting here. Ideally, we would have had to break out the bottom and then trade it down, but don't seem to getting that. UCAD getting a break out the bottom here. If we were going to sell it, we'd want to sell it from up here on UCAD. Okay, so we got the break out the bottom. We need price to come back up now. And this is the problem with the news. See, the news shot these big candles. So you could see it created this just massive range. So it's been really hard for price to kind of get back to areas for me to enter trade. Menu Jan, I stream 3 times a week. I've been doing Mondays to Wednesdays is what I've been doing. Usually I get trades. I've only not had a trade, I think 3 streams out of 35, but 2 of them have been like recently. So the news effects are over, but the news does affect the range, right? Because we have this huge range on basically, because we had these big candles. And so that's making it difficult for price to come back to levels that I like. You know, if the range was smaller, you know, if there was just kind of a micro range or something, we could get in here and it would be much easier for us to do it. Yeah, let's get a trade. Let's get a trade. It's 10:30. I've been here for an hour. This is the one that I've been waiting on. I feel like it's going to come. It's going to come. I'm going to come. Igniter is a gambler. We know that. Igniter's a gambler. He wants me to gamble on gold. Still waiting for that pullback right there. Your CAD, I was talking. I said, I really like that midline entry. I didn't take it. I was talking. I like that midline entry. Just didn't take it. I love you too, IAG. Or IAG. I don't know how to say your name. CJ for Matthew, GBP USD. I don't think I've looked at GU today. Let's take a look at GU, see if we got something there. Are there any breaks anywhere? Like you can see, it's because the range is so damn big today that we can't get any breaks. So why don't you give me a damn break? Break me off a piece of that. Yeah. Break me off a piece of that. What is that? Break me off a piece of that. Applesauce? It couldn't be that. Break me off a piece of that applesauce. No. If anybody knows the bit that I'm doing right now, shout out to Chris. Name the show that I'm doing a bit from right now if you've watched the show. Name the TV show. What's the TV show? Break me off a piece of that applesauce. It's not applesauce. Jin Jurju gets it right. All right, Jin. You are the winner. It is The Office. So, what does that mean? That means you win VIP today. Jin Jurju. Right there. I put your name in the chat. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and DM me proof that you are who you say you are on Instagram, and I'll give you some VIP for that, all right? Who do you think you are? I am. All right, what time is it? 10:40? No wheel spin? I didn't get in a trade. Everybody wants to be a winner. Of course you want to be a winner. VIP's 12 and 2. 12 and 2. UCAD broke. Are we going to sell from the top? If it comes up, we'll sell from the top. If it comes up, we'll sell from the top. It's just these ranges killed me today. I don't know if I'm going to get a trade today. I'm happy you're hanging out. I'm happy I've been able to explain to you my process. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me pull up the Telegram right there. You can see hit that one for 45.1 pips. Hit that one for 8.8 pips. 2 wins in a row yesterday. Today the news has been kind of getting in our way. Improve your protection. Malware bites. Is that a free ad for malware bites? That's not fair. You got to pay for that. Free room, obviously. We've got 79,000 people in there. We're cooking in the free room. Look, if you come into the VIP bot, what do? You type plans. I accept the terms. And then there you go. Current month stats, 12 and 2, 85.7% win rate. That is how it goes. There's this dumb, there's this thing people do there, with traders in general. They do this dumb thing where it's like they join the trading room and then you lose a couple of trades and then they leave the trading room and then you go 12 and 2. And then they go, oh, why didn't you do that when I was in the trading room? Because that's trading. You have to be patient. You got to wait for the hot streaks. The hot streaks always come. Link to all of that is in the video description. Link to my broker is also in the video description. I'm not on the broker today, but I will be on the broker for tomorrow's stream to get us some sharper entries. The spreads have been better, and the entries are supposed to be better as well. I've tested them on my other accounts, and I will be doing a withdrawal from that broker today. Shout out to Claudius hitting his winner. Yes, Chris Lee, there is a free copy trader that comes with Telegram. Seeing a little bit of resistance here at this level. Is that another midline entry that we could have had? Maybe. Let's see. U30. Oil. Oil was a breakout at the top. Yeah. We'd rather sell oil. Gold. The free copy trader, when you're in the VIP trading room, just click the pinned message at the top to get it. Oh, my back's getting stiff. Oh, I gotta stand up. Oh, God. I gotta charge my drone. I'm going to the mansion this afternoon. Maybe I'll film something with the drone. Let me go charge her up. All right. This is ergonomic. This is a sick chair. Look at that. That's the Embody. That's an Aeron Embody. This is a great chair. I just don't like sitting for that long. I'm 40. I gotta, no one wants to sit for hours. I worked out this morning. I want to get moving. This is the gold setup right now. CJ and GJ. Let's take a look at GJ. Yeah, we never broke. We never broke. No trade. CJ. CJ, we broke. And we're coming back down. I think I could enter here. Vapul, what do you think? Well, it's not. Its thing is, I want to be closer to the bottom of the range. This is the problem, but this FVG is gonna fill and then it's gonna shoot back up, and I'm gonna miss my trade. CJ looks all right though. Let's pull this up. Let's see. CJ, what about UCAD? Gold. Youth. This one's close. This one. EG. Yeah, CJ, we have a limit here. But I'm getting bored. Why the hell am I not getting any trades? Shout out to Chris for being 50. Love the 5-0. All right, Pool. Should we leave? What are we doing here? We still streaming? Or are we out of here? I'll look into it, Chris. Yeah, these are all my limits. All right. Why don't I sell? I sell sometimes. It depends. That's a sell, right? That's a sell. That's a sell. Those are two sells. Yeah. I think that's it. I didn't get a trade today. I don't like trading this late. We already had an hour. If I take a trade now, I'm going to lose it. So, it's really 9:30 to 10:30 is my best trading time. After that, none of the limits look close. I think I'll be back tomorrow, though. You guys want to see me tomorrow? I have 2 streams this week and no trades, but tomorrow we're definitely getting a trade. These stupid ranges are freaking huge, right? Look at these massive ranges. We can't get anywhere on these. I know you don't want me to leave. I'll be back tomorrow. I love you. Go follow me on Instagram or something. I'll post some stuff from the mansion. Love you, Patricia. Love all of you. Much love.